Cool. All righty. I think we're connected. Give it a few minutes or a few moments. Cool. I think we're on. What's going on, fam? It's Brother 𝐁𝐫𝐴 here. A lot of the time, we want to prove to ourselves a few things, and I want to elaborate on that before I really get into the meat and potatoes. You don't have to prove to anything or anybody that you are a good person, that you are worthy of the blessings of life. You don't have to prove to anybody and anything that you are capable in. You're capable of life. You're willing and you're worthy. That's what the word is. You're worthy of life. You're worthy of good things. You're worthy of blessings. You got to prove that to nobody. And oftentimes it's the conditioning and the programs that we've received as children in our childhood or even in our adolescence, and that could be from our parents, and sometimes it's from partners, it's from teachers, it's from a whole bunch of different places. They've told us in our mind that we're not good enough, right? And part of the development process that we begin going through is that we try to prove to ourselves that we are good. We try to rework those programs with our actions instead of, really working it within the mind. And so this is the meat and potatoes. Oftentimes we try to prove to ourselves that we're good by helping other people. We alleviate some of their burdens. We alleviate some of their struggles. We take away or we take some of their responsibilities off of them and put it on ourselves. And it's an attempt to make ourselves feel good. And some people say, no, I do it because I like helping people, and that's fine. But if you find that you're always doing it, that you're often the giver, you're over giving, and you'll know you're over giving when you do things and you're in your mind saying, shit, I wish I wouldn't have did it. Damn, I don't like actually helping people. When you have these negative feelings about obligations that you've committed to, you're over giving. Okay? The reason why I need to tell you to stop, well, I would like to tell you to stop, and that you should stop, is this. Without failure, people don't get experience. Without experience, people don't get the wisdom. Okay? Without failure, you don't get true experience. And without experience, you don't get wisdom. You need experience to get wisdom. And the most thorough experiences are typically failure. Why? Because you remember them. They hurt. They're very profound. They're very loud in your mind. And it's a good thing. Failure is not a bad thing. Failure is not a bad thing. Failure is one of the most profound and powerful tools that you as a person can have and receive in your life, because it will teach you what not to do, and that is wisdom. In other words, that is proper application. All right? Proper application learning proper application stems from one of two things. One, either a fantastic teacher, and even that still dives into number two, improper use. When you improperly use something, you see the less than desired outcomes, and those less than desired outcomes dictate to you that you need to change something. That in turn allows you to perfect whatever it is that you're doing or whatever path that you're on. So what happens when you trying to prove to yourself that you're a good person, trying to be a good Samaritan and all this good jazz, when you alleviate some of the burdens and responsibilities off people and you don't allow them to fail, you don't allow them to go through the process authentically, what you're doing is you're actually taking their wisdom away. You're taking opportunities for them to actually develop into a better version of themselves. Right? And I know for some people, they may be like, well, that's a conundrum. I don't want to see people fail. I don't want to see people hurt themselves. And that's where discernment comes into place and balance. Now, if you see somebody doing things that are detrimental, that can get them seriously hurt and seriously injured, yes, it's okay to intervene in those particular circumstances. But if somebody's just struggling and they don't want to struggle anymore, but it's within their own power to change it, let them. Let them, but learn to guide. And it's kind of an art to it, but when you guide, you don't give them the answers, you show them where to look for the answers. Because what that does is it empowers them. It empowers a person when you show them where to look for the answers versus just giving them answers. If you continually give them answers, what's happening? They're becoming dependent upon you. And they will always be prone to failure without you. And so subconsciously or in the unmanifested world, you are tying yourself to that person because you are tied yourself to their success via your intervention in their lives. And that's what leads people to this burnout. They always feel torn between helping people and doing their own thing, but their heart is saying, no, I want to see everybody thrive. So I have to put extra work, and I can't take time for myself. I can't break, but you can. It's all within the proper administration or proper giving protocols. You got to learn how to give properly. You have to have boundaries for yourself, and you also have to understand what you're doing when you're actually offering assistance. Notice the word assistance. Assistance is not primary, it is secondary. What do I mean? You're not the primary lifter, you're the secondary lifter, right? So if I got 200 pounds and I can get it up this high, somebody doesn't say, hey, move your hands, I'm going to lift it all by yourself. No, you help. You get the little bit that I can't do. That is assisting people. But what people call helping is actually taking the whole load off of them, which handicaps people. It handicaps them and it handicaps you. Because again, they want to excel. You want them to excel, but you have not allowed them to grow in the proper manner to be able to excel on their own. So you have to let people fail. You have to let people fall. You're the coach, you're the parent on the sideline, you're good, you're okay, get up, do it again. And you can offer assistance, you can offer those minor criticisms or those minor adjustments to somebody, so as they begin, getting better and better, and they build up their determination, they're showing you that commitment, you can then, you can step back more. You can step back more and more and more until they're doing things on their own. Man, I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. But I'm proud of you more than anything because you're doing it yourself. You're doing it. But that's really it, y'all. You have to let people fall. Let them fall. They're okay. The paradigm I want y'all to go through today, and I want you to just think on it. You don't have to take the full shift immediately. But what I want y'all to think on today is stop seeing the world, yourself, and humanity as this feeble thing. People are not as weak as we portray them to be. We just are handicapped. And guess what? When you give somebody an artificial handicap and you take it away, they're going to complain, they're going to struggle, they're going to cry, they may, things may be hard for a little bit, but you adapt and you become stronger. Again, you adapt and you become stronger. So humanity right now, we're not weak and feeble as people like to think. We're just handicapped. And a lot of the times the handicaps are coming from us within the species. Let people fall. Offer the criticisms and the adjustments when asked. When asked. I know that's hard. Little rant. For me, man, I have word vomit sometimes. Oh my gosh, you're struggling. Look, you should do this, you should do this, do that. And I interject what I think you should be doing versus what you're actually going to do. Learn to step back, let people fall. And if it's hard for you to watch them, stop watching people. Offer your expertise or let people know that, I deal with this. And the people that need you will come to you when it's that time. You can't keep trying to put yourself in all the mixes because you wear yourself thin and then you look back on yourself and you say, damn, I'm tired. Then you want to complain about everybody else and shit, they wear my ass out. No, you wear yourself out. Trying to run after people and take care of them when they're adults. They're grown. And even for children, let the children fail. Let the children fall. I'm going to give you a quick example. I'm going to hop out of here. I was watching my niece earlier this week, and she was having a hard time taking her clothes off or whatever to go to the restroom. And she started crying and whining and said, I need help. And I seen her put her clothes on and off before. So I said, no, you got to figure it out. So she threw a tantrum. And I said, okay, well, if you're going to throw tantrums, I'm going to leave. So I left. Noise stopped. Went back. She's cleaned herself up. She's dressed again. And I looked at her and I said, see, you stopped all the crying and you figured it out. And life happens that way. When you take a step back, a lot of the time things will take care of themselves. But yeah, y'all, with that, just wanted to share that with you all. Want y'all to know that you are loved, you are supported, you have purpose, you matter. My name is Brother Coasty. Love, light, peace.